good morning or good afternoon or good evening, wherever you are, and welcome to another fun unboxing. And speaking of time zones and where you may be located or wish you were at this moment, I have such a fun unboxing for you today, which comes all the way from Hawaii, of all places. I believe this is my first Hawaiian unboxing. How exciting is that? That's about as far away from where I'm sitting and still be in the United States as possible. Anyway, what I have for you today is this nice box, and we're going to open it and talk about what's inside. I'm like 99% sure what's inside, but let's take a look. Let's find out together. All right, so here we go. Opening up the box, which came just a couple of days ago, and I was waiting for just the right time to share it with you and unbox. So here we go. Opening it up. Ooh, it's super, super well taped. I'm gonna just do a little extra on scissor work here. Here we go. All right. All right. It's packed for a moonshot. How exciting is that? So I'm certain it is no worse for the wear in terms of transport. Now let's open up this little buddy and see what we've got. And indeed it is what I think it is. And I believe this is the first time I've unboxed anything like this for you. All right. Are you ready for whiteout conditions? Look what we have here. Can you see that? It's a little hard to tell. She's so white, but this is a Steiff white Zotty bear. It's a Zotty. How wonderful. And this little guy, let's take a look. I believe this is the smaller size, but he measures, or she, about 28 centimeters, meaning that is the smaller size. And she's all white. She's fuzzy, very fuzzy. And what makes her a Zotty? She's so fuzzy, I have to pull the hair away from her eyes so you can see her beautiful face. Look at that lovely face. She's very happy. Well, she's happy. Well, I don't know how happy she is. She's gone from Hawaii to here, which is kind of the opposite, but of being happy. But she's certainly happy to be here with you today. She has these wonderful, very fuzzy appearance. She's got a open felt-lined mouth. And what you usually see with Zotties is like a little stain in there because kids try to feed the Zotties. But this Zotty is nice and clean. She's got her peach-colored bib and her just lovely, charming, pudgy kind of baby-esque form to her. So why is this so fabulous? This is so fabulous because this only appeared in the line for 2 years, from 1960 through 1961. It appeared in the smaller size, which is the 28. It also appeared in 35 centimeters. Now, this is a Zotty, and we love Zotties, and Zotties are an important part of the product line and an important part of Steiff's sort of regrowth and re-energizing strategy post World War II. So Zotty, as the typical Zotty, who is brown, or that sort of wonderful caramel color, was launched in 1951. And that bear was supposed to be sort of this brand new rebirth, wonderful, charming bear that sort of repositioned Steiff on the map as a leader in teddy bear and soft toy production. And Zotty was super, super popular. People loved Zotty. Zotty appeared sort of in the traditional mohair style, and I believe about 9 sizes from about 1951 through the late 70s, but has been in the line really ever since then, in different forms and different materials. But the traditional Zotty was produced through the late 1970s. And I would say when someone shows me their childhood teddy bear, I would say like 50% of the time it is a Zotty. People love Zotties, the brown Zotty, which was very popular and very prolific in the line. And what Steiff did, as it did with many of its very popular designs, is they created form and variation and novelties. And so you would see Zotty produced as things like a pajama bag and other wonderful novelties that just took advantage of his wonderful design and appearance and presentation. And one of the things that Steiff tried to do capitalizing on how beloved Zotty was, is to produce it in a different color. And Zotty was produced here in white, but only for a couple of years, which to me suggests a couple of things. Either it wasn't terribly successful in the line, or maybe the material was expensive to source, or maybe it was difficult to produce. I'm not sure, but for only 2 years this item appeared, and that's why it is so interesting, because of its rarity, its absolute rarity. And it's hard to find one in such beautiful condition like this. His button is missing, but I can guarantee you 120% this is a Zotty. And just a lovely, charming, wonderful expression. And that is why this novelty of Zotty is so interesting and so beautiful and so beloved. So anyway, got you thinking about Zotty today, wonderful teddy bear of legacy design. I hope you've enjoyed this unboxing and learning about this unusual white Zotty, very unusual. The only other Zotty that I know of in a different color, I believe, is a hand sample of a black mohair Zotty, which is incredibly unusual and very cryptic in its origins and location, but a lovely example nonetheless. So, white Zotty from the early 60s, much like many of us watching the video. Anyway, that's what I have for you today. I hope you've enjoyed this. Teddy hugs as always, and until our next boxing, take good care of yourself. Okay, thanks, and bye for now.